Welcome to Aurum Aesthetic, your cozy corner for all things timeless beauty and charming design. I'm so glad you're here today as we dive into the enchanting world of Laura Ashley's English cottage summer to fall retreat. If you love vintage florals, rustic charm, and that perfect blend of summer warmth with autumn's cozy embrace, you're in the right place. So, stick around and let's explore these beautifully styled rooms together. You won't want to miss a single detail. Get comfy, relax, and enjoy the journey through this wonderful English cottage inspiration. Step into a cozy sitting room glowing with soft natural light where vintage lace curtains flutter gently. Imagine delicate rose-patterned wallpaper in muted pastels creating a serene atmosphere, while antique wooden furniture with distressed finishes adds timeless charm. Plush floral upholstery and layered wool throws in warm autumn hues invite relaxation by a rustic stone fireplace adorned with dried lavender and porcelain vases filled with wildflowers. This tranquil space warmly welcomes you to unwind and savor the seamless blend of summer blooms and fall coziness. Picture a sun-drenched breakfast nook bathed in golden light, where a round wooden table wrapped in a painted chintz cloth beckons. Mismatched vintage chairs softly cushioned in pastel tones create a charming gathering spot. Shelves filled with delicate porcelain teacups and saucers boasting English floral motifs add an inviting detail, while terracotta pots overflow with greenery. Gingham curtains sway with the breeze, completing a space that feels like a gentle English summer morning turned to fall's tender warmth. Imagine a quaint reading corner bathed in amber sunlight streaming softly through stained glass windows. A faded floral armchair with a matching ottoman invites quiet moments with an open book resting on a weathered wood side table. The walls, adorned with framed botanical prints of wild roses and honeysuckle, bring nature indoors. A woolen throw in cozy burnt orange and gentle cream waits nearby, wrapping this corner in a comforting, timeless atmosphere where summer and fall blend effortlessly. Envision a country bedroom brimming with charm, where a vintage wrought iron bed showcases a quilted coverlet adorned with delicate English florals. An heirloom wooden dresser with brass handles stands gracefully against muted sage green walls, while dried hydrangea bundles hang from whitewashed beams above. Cream lace curtains gently filter warm sunlight, and a hand-woven rug in autumn tones lays soft underfoot, creating a restful retreat steeped in rustic beauty and seasonal warmth where summer's end meets fall's embrace. Step into a charming kitchen full of rustic farmhouse soul, featuring open shelves displaying china with soft blue and cream floral patterns. The wooden butcher block island offers warmth, topped by hanging copper pots that gleam with well-loved character. Faded rose-toned checked curtains frame the window, where terracotta floor tiles hold the earthiness of the space. Garden herbs like thyme and rosemary spill from window boxes, inviting the freshness of summer to mingle with fall's quiet grace right at your fingertips. Visualize an inviting dining room steeped in vintage elegance, with a large oak table draped in a lace runner showing delicate floral china and botanical-inspired crystal glassware. An antique sideboard painted in weathered mint adds subtle color, while walls dressed in tapestry-like floral wallpaper evolve gently from summer's pastels to warm harvest tones. This timeless space feels like a graceful bridge, welcoming slow, lingering meals as fragrant blooms give way to crisp fall air and rustic charm. Imagine the soft sunlight pouring into a delicate sunroom retreat where a white wrought iron bistro set is adorned with tiny rose patterns. Flower pots overflow with blooming geraniums and delicate ivy curls along rustic wooden beams overhead. Cushions in faded English rose chintz fabric merge soft summer florals with autumn leaves, creating a serene sanctuary. This space whispers gentle warmth and nature's beauty, inviting quiet moments wrapped in a seasonal embrace of light and gentle petals. Picture a vintage-inspired bathroom with a clawfoot tub surrounded by floral ceramic tile mosaics in dusty rose and cream. Linen curtains, tied back with raffia ribbons, sway softly and add delicate texture. An antique wooden vanity, distressed white with porcelain jars embossed in botanical labels, evokes old-world charm. Dried flower wreaths hang on the walls, filling this intimate space with rustic elegance where summer's blossoms gently fade into the softness of fall hues. Step into a serene windowsill garden nook with peeling white paint and warmth-lit brass lanterns. Hand-painted pots brim with cheerful English daisies and fragrant wild lavender, complemented by gingham fabric draped casually nearby. Rustic woven baskets hold bundles of dried florals, capturing the magic of summer transitioning slowly to fall. This small corner feels like a secret garden in a cottage, where every detail lovingly harmonizes nature's gentle seasons with timeless vintage charm. Imagine a library corner lined with wooden shelves stacked full of leather-bound books. Floral tapestry curtains in soft peach and cream frame the space, while a chintz-upholstered wingback chair softly invites you to linger. Dried bouquet arrangements rest in vintage glass bottles, and a patchwork quilt in muted fall berry colors adds warmth to the scene. Here, the seasons mingle quietly, wrapped in the soothing embrace of English cottage floral patterns and timeless comfort. Visualize a charming hallway adorned with vintage botanical prints framed in aged wood alongside a narrow pine console table covered with lace runners and porcelain florals. The buttery cream walls softly fade into sage green, creating a restful flow. Copper vintage candle holders add delicate glow and cast dancing shadows on rustic wooden floorboards, crafting a welcoming passage that feels like a gentle stroll through an English garden in the transition from summer's ease to fall's quiet beauty. Picture a rustic linen-draped guest room where a feather bed is layered with soft floral bedding in sun-washed pinks. Lavender sachets rest gently on the bedside table, spreading subtle fragrance. Faded wallpaper with English garden motifs covers the walls, and ivory lace curtains filter soft, golden light. A patchwork throw blends summer pastels with autumnal rusts, creating a welcoming retreat where every detail invites guests to relax and bask in the warm embrace of a seasonal English cottage. Imagine a cozy nook with a weathered wooden bench layered with vintage floral cushions in creamy peach, deep burgundy, and soft moss green. Hand-thrown pottery, filled with fresh-cut wildflowers, sits nearby, while woven wool rugs in autumn shades soften the floor. Window panes etched with frosted leaf patterns filter soft light, creating a quiet spot that feels like a gentle sigh of summer fading gracefully into fall, wrapped in rustic elegance and nostalgic charm. Step inside a kitchen pantry corner bursting with vintage charm, where rustic wooden shelves hold glass jars filled with dried herbs and fragrant flower petals. Faded floral wallpaper in dusty rows adds softness, while linen dish towels embroidered with English roses hang nearby. Copper accents with a warm patina bring subtle glow, and an old-fashioned scale with a floral enamel dial completes the scene. Here, every detail invites the senses to celebrate nature's bountiful harvest, moving from summer's bloom to autumn's richness. Visualize a softly lit bedroom corner featuring a vintage cream-painted writing desk scattered with delicate botanical sketches painted in soft watercolors. A floral needlepoint footstool in warm fall colors waits beneath, while sheer curtains patterned with tiny roses drift in a gentle breeze. The rustic iron bed frame, wrapped with dried wildflowers and sage garlands, completes the scene, creating a romantic nook that lovingly blends summer's bloom with the golden hues of autumn's embrace. Imagine a sitting area where a floral chintz chaise lounge rests beside a fireplace mantel dressed with dried sunflowers and faded rose garlands. Creamy walls textured with lime wash glow softly, and a woven basket filled with wool throws in gentle browns and creams invites quiet warmth. Old books stacked with hand-bound leather covers sit nearby, recalling timeless tales. This space feels like a perfectly curved pause between summer's end and fall's welcoming heart. Step into a quaint powder room draped with vintage botanical wallpaper depicting lush summer blooms merging with fallen autumn leaves. A pedestal sink with a floral hand towel rack adds delicate detail. An oval mirror framed in rustic oak with whitewashed tones reflects soft amber lighting, casting a gentle glow. A small vase of dried garden flowers rests on the windowsill, making this intimate space feel like a breath of fresh English air, where nature's quiet rhythms blend beautifully through the seasons. Picture a cozy corner featuring a painted wooden rocking chair layered with a patchwork floral cushion in warm autumn colors. A wool throw with garden-inspired green and rust stripes is casually folded nearby, while a vintage floral rug featuring lush roses and peonies softens the wooden floor. Cream walls with subtle floral stenciling enhance the timeless charm, and dried coral decorations hang thoughtfully nearby, completing a space that softly whispers the transition of summer dreams into fall's embrace. Imagine a rustic breakfast room with a farmhouse table topped by a vintage floral linen runner paired with mismatched pastel-toned crockery. An antique wooden cabinet displays faded floral tea tins, evoking beloved traditions. Soft cream-painted wooden floorboards ground the space, and lace curtains patterned with tiny roses and ivy filter the morning light gently. This warm, welcoming room invites you to savor slow mornings where summer's lingering sweetness gradually folds into autumn's gentle calm. Step into a charming attic retreat where white-painted wooden beams slope softly overhead. A daybed draped with a patchwork quilt in rich autumn colors invites peaceful rest. Floral wallpaper of roses fading into golden leaves wraps the room in natural grace. Wicker baskets stacked neatly with dried flowers bring cozy texture, and an old-fashioned porcelain lamp with a flower-patterned shade casts a mellow glow, creating an enchanting hideaway where summer's blooms quietly turn to fall's rich tapestry. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore Laura Ashley's delightful English cottage summer to fall retreat. We've seen how vintage florals and rustic details elegantly transition a space from the softness of summer into the warmth of autumn, creating timeless, inviting rooms full of charm. If you enjoyed this cozy tour and want more inspiration like this, please hit the like button, subscribe to Aurum Aesthetic, and leave a comment letting me know your favorite part or what you'd love to see next. Your support means the world. See you in the next video.